shower, then she sneaking it in. And she pleading the fit, cause she ain't serious. And she setting all the trends, she ain't never on the fence. Gucci handbag, brother. What she spent was like your rent. Help your mans out, brother. He look broken.
Jalen, welcome to NBA 2K TV. Do you play NBA 2K25 a lot? Maybe often.
I do, for the most part. I know my friend group does. So throughout the house, there's a lot of controller throws and yelling and stuff like that.
You want to shout any players that you play without, like maybe a group that you run with? Anybody?
I'll shout out. Can I shout out like a gamer tag?
Gamer tags.
Mr.
Anything.
Air Jordan 27. Yeah.
Okay, camera point over there.
Yeah. He's good.
Now let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At one forward, Grant Williams. At the other forward, Bilal Coulibaly. The center is Alexander Sarr. At point guard, Jordan Poole. At the other guard, MP. The head coach of the visiting team is Brian Keefe. It's time to introduce the starting five for your Indiana Pacers. At guard, 6'4", number 2, Andrew Nembhard. In the middle, 6'11", number 33, Miles Turner. At forward, 6'5", number 00, Benedict Mathurin. At the other forward, 6'8", number 43, Pascal Siakam. At guard, 6'5", 0, Tyrese Haliburton. The head coach is Rick Carlisle. Once again, your Indiana Pacers.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And now, Washington's starting group. Coulibaly is out there with Williams. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Sarr, and it's Hampton at the 2. And for the Pacers, Haliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 slot. You know, Doris, when you compare the NBA to other major sports, it seems coaches just don't get as much credit for their strategy and their scheming and game plans.
Hey, Kevin, I think it's a misconception not only about the coaches, but about the NBA specifically, that it's not as complex as other sports. There's so much depth to this game. It is in a constant state of evolution. Once you think you've got the NBA down, I'm promising you it's going to evolve to another direction. This misconception is flat wrong.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Now, Poole, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Back to Coulibaly. MP outside. Just 5 to shoot. Williams gets the bucket.
Grant Williams has proven he can be a reliable threat from deep.
And here's Indiana. 6-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28, and Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Hampton's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Halliburton outside, passes to Mathurin. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Goes back up, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
Siakam hits them both. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Koulibaly, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Halliburton.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Wiseman's checked in for Miles Turner. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Strus is subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. They grabbed their own miss and finished off by Wiseman.
You just can't teach size and length, and Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
And here's Poole for 3. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
The Pacers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. The Wizards also changing it up. Corey Kispert's checked in for Williams. And it's Pritchard in for Jordan Poole. Pritchard passes to MP. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Halliburton. Makes it off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Halliburton finds Nesmith. Indiana moving the ball around. Back to Strus. Bay pulls it in. Washington leading now by 9. And a wide open look for MP. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The pass to Strus. Back to Halliburton. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Wiseman. Good work defensively by Capella.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Halliburton. Following the basket by Corey Kispert. Halliburton kicks to Strus. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
This guy is absolutely automatic. Strus's motion just so repetitive.
Pritchard passes to Hampton. Off target from three-point range. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
That shot off. MB getting it done for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. He'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Grouping now for Indiana.
Shooting for Washington.
James Wiseman, he's checked in for Turner. Jackson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Max Strus is checked in for Aaron Nesmith. Halliburton subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. The forwards, Mathurin and Jackson. Halliburton is out there with Max Strus. And it's Wiseman in at the center. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Lakers put on a show. He finished with 17 points, and as impressive as he was scoring it, he was just as good at the defensive end. And he was tremendous again. He is playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch. And we're on the call tonight, guys.
Thanks for the report, David. You have to love the energy you brought in that last game.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight, maybe more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send two in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays so critical.
Strus in the corner. Pass to Wiseman. Outside Jackson. Inside. And it's Wiseman that time on the assist by Halliburton. Now it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
Listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Hands it from downtown.
For three.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Oubre is checked in for the Wizards. 35 seconds left here in the second. The feed to Jackson. Shoots over Bay. Jackson misses. And it's Bay with the ball for the Wizards. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Pass to Mathurin. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Rebound, Washington.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
43.
Washington out in front. They lead by 2. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So on the floor for Washington, Sarr out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Koulibaly. Then there's Hampton. And it's Poole in at the point. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening. Well, you love to see guys willing to exploit the mid-range. If that's what the defender concedes, go ahead and take it.
Nice ball movement by Washington. MP finds Koulibaly. Puts it up from 12. He gets it in there. Koulibaly's got 5 now.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Nembhard. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Nembhard. They get it back. And the rejection by MP. Passes it to Poole. Over Turner. Poole, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range. He's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
So time. Timeout called here. The first for Washington. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Indiana. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
You know, for the Wizards, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Substitution.
He's checked in for Indiana. Hampton's checked in for the Wizards. Poole comes in for Pritchard. Kicks it to Williams. Hampton passes to Williams. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, I have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it.
Poole, the pass to MP. Back to Poole. Buried from 15 feet out. Poole's got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Siakam kicks to Turner. The three-pointer, no good. Wizards trail by 13. MP finds Poole. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Left side, Turner to the middle. Siakam passes to Turner. On the wing, Turner. Just 4 to shoot. Halliburton for 3. Washington with the rebound. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. MP, no good. Pacers leading by 13. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Poole. And Turner kicks to Siakam. Knocked away. And stolen by MP. They push it up 4 on 3. On the wing, MP. It's Williams, high post. That shot, no good. Good D by Siakam.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Indiana.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyrese Halliburton.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Turner, and it's blocked. Siakam against MP. He kicks it to Williams. They get the rebound. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step of becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
You better watch the way you talking to me. Come through with that fee, 'cause I ain't working for free. I got a bunch of bad, they all with me. I got love for put my neck on freeze. Who that said they with me right now? Who that said they my being honest? Ain't nobody my I promise. Got a lot of options, but my is the hottest.
Shout out to my baby icy girl for the win. I'm Clark Kent in the nigga chin in the put a dent in the I was born to sin. Her money good up water and I'm learning to swim. Work too, she ain't breaking them, man. I just bought her a new, now she spin. I can't get with it, she sneaking it in. And she pleading the fit, cause she ain't serious. And she setting all the trends, she ain't never on the fence. Gucci handbag, brother. What she spent was like your rent. Help your mans out, brother. He look broken in a. Watch your words too, I'm riding with a in a pit.
Boy, you better watch the way you talking to me. Hello? Come through with that fee, cause I ain't working for free. I got a bunch of bad, they all with me. I got love for put my neck on freeze. Who that said they with me right now? Who that said they my being honest? Ain't nobody my I promise. Got a lot of options, but my is the hottest. Ha.
You ain't with PNB Rock, you not with me. You from New York, you ain't with Boogie. When I see you,
this a siege drink. Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up from uptown. Left him stuck down. Only cause I'm up now. Only because I'm up now. She was with you first, but she with us now. All this LA out there be bust down. Oh yeah, Fugazi, let me find out. Oh yeah, Fugazi, let me find out. Oh yeah, Fugazi, let me find out. Nowadays I get you lying now. Nowadays be out of line. They be on my wrist, that's a bust down. We just go to out, that's a touchdown. Call it black, that's a man down. We was out in traffic with that. Now on static, king it tragic. Told them they want no get so drastic. Shaka be that thing, he got magic. I don't cause they too fake. I put Boogie on recording off of too fake. For a roommate, I called her, told her, say it's too late. I remember having on the E-way. 922 call, I do a down, she using eBay. OTF, I use it each way. OTF, HBTF with new lay. I used to ride the 4, the ops was on the 2 train. Don't call my phone no more, you not my boo thing. Don't call my phone no more, I'm having mood swings. Riding with that, that's my goonie. I be in my zone, I'm in my 2-3. I used to thought I was loose.